Ethan Boyle, Shamrock Rovers. There must be a real buzz around the squad after Monday night. In fact, after the last couple of weeks, there's been some brilliant performances, and especially getting 5 goals against Waterford.
Yeah, it's always great to go away and get a win. So to do that so convincingly was great. Only thing us defenders would have been a bit annoyed about is conceding at the end, which I felt I probably should have done a bit better on. But still, it's a great scoreline. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually just mentioned that to Stephen Bradley there, that I've seen Rovers a few times this season, and there have been goals maybe scored from that kind of range, just outside the box. And is that something you need to look at as a squad?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the goals that we've conceded they've been crackers. Like, I mean, you look at the 2 goals in 2 of the goals we've conceded in Europe, away in Bran at home and Limassol. They're both great goals from a long distance out, and then Waterford as well. It's a great strike. Sometimes you have to hold your hands up. Sometimes, you know, we should be doing better, which I probably should have done the other night. But yeah, I mean, I suppose we have looked at it and we do know that. But I suppose it's not a bad thing, you know. We're not being cut open and scored against that way. They're long distance goals, so you know we can affect that.
What are your coaches, Stephen and Glenn, like in those situations after a game? You obviously sit down and analyse what went wrong during a match. So how do they kind of address those things with you?
Well, if we haven't spoke yet, I imagine we'll speak about it today. But I mean, like I said, I know that I probably should have done better. But it's a great strike as well. I've watched it back a couple of times. It's a great strike.
But the lads, would they be very good in? Would they go into much detail in helping you to try and improve as a player in those situations, and tell you maybe where you went wrong and how to improve in the next situation like that?
Yeah, of course they'll analyse it, and they'll you know, if I've done something wrong, they can show me. You know, we watch every game back. We have them videoed and we watch them back. So yeah, they'll show you, you know, where you went wrong and what you can do better. So it's really good, and it can help you improve your game.
And you've had a good run in the team over the last number of weeks, and I know obviously Joey O'Brien's been out and there's been a change of formation. You've played with 3 at the back and yourself as a wing back. You've also played with a flat back 4 and you play as a right back. Is that good as well for your own development, learning how to play all these different formations? Not learning, but you know,
yeah,
getting used to playing different formations on different match days.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think most managers will tell you it's good to have a player that's versatile and that can play in other positions. You know, if someone gets injured, then they can fill in. But yeah, I was injured for a while, and it was good and it was hard looking on because the boys were doing so well. It was hard to see how I was going to get back in the team, you know. But it was great. You know, I think we went 8 or 9 games unbeaten, winning all of them. So that was great. But then eventually I got my chance to get back in, and you know, I'm doing my best to keep hold of the spot, you know.
Joey O'Brien has been fantastic this season, and I spoke to a few other players and even to Stephen as well, and just saying about the fact that, you know, he's on the wrong side of 30. He's an older player now, but even though he mightn't have the pace, it's his game intelligence. He's able to read the game so well that you very rarely see him getting beaten. How much have you learned from watching Joey and playing alongside him?
A lot. He's very smart, like you said. His game intelligence is quite high. His passing, you know, his heading, his physicality, like he's a very good player. He's played at the top level for a while, and you can see that. I have learned quite a bit. You know, I was saying in there to the other reporters when we're playing the 3-5-2, and he's behind me, he's constantly talking and, you know, telling me when to go and when to stay. It's great for me, so you know, there's no confusion. I know when to go, when to stay. If he needs me, can I go? Can I attack? Do I need to defend? So yeah, no, I'm learning bits off of him, and it's really good. Yeah.
How much do you like the attacking side of the game? Do you like putting in crosses, all that kind of thing as well, when you're playing maybe as that wing back with the back 3? Yeah,
no, I enjoy having the ball at my feet and taking players on. I'd be known to be quite quick, so I like to try and take players on and stuff like that. But then of course the defending part is massive as well. You know, if I'm playing as a defender, I'm judged on my clean sheets and how I defend and stuff like that. So that's just as important. But yeah, no, I enjoy the attacking part. Yeah, it's great.
I'm sure you do sprints here, races as players in training. Who's the fastest in the squad?
Do you know what? We've not had one for a while, but
you must be up there, are you?
I'd say I probably could be up there. Yeah, a few people you'd be surprised. Pico, you know, our centre half, he's ridiculously fast. And the the under-19 that just came in, Thomas Alua.
Yeah, Thomas Alua. Yeah.
He's extremely quick. So I'd probably put Thomas at the top, to be honest. Yeah. He's very, very fast.
I'm sure you get reminded maybe by supporters and that about how long it's been since Shamrock Rovers have won the FAI Cup. They've won it 24 times, but it's been a long, long time. Do you get reminded about it much by people around the club?
Nah, not really. I mean, like, you know, when we walk into our dressing room on the, you know, at home in Tala, there's prints of all the times Rovers have won the cup and the league and stuff like that, and that's what would remind me. I don't really have a lot of people talking to me, telling me that, which I suppose is a good thing, you know. I mean, you don't really need added pressure, but I think everyone knows, you know. It doesn't need to be said, everyone knows. But I think if we just win, you know, if we go out and focus game by game, like the plaudits and the accomplishments will come with it. So hopefully that can come this year. Sorry.
Because last year it was a disaster in the cup. You played Drogheda United, the same club you faced this night. Will home advantage help? Will the pitch at Tallaght Stadium help you this time more so?
Yeah, I think if you look at our home record this year, it's been great. It suits us a lot and we play some great stuff on it. So I hope we will have home advantage. I certainly think so. Yeah, it was hard last year. I wasn't playing myself. I was injured, I think. Yeah. So hopefully I'm involved this time and I can try and affect the game positively and, you know, win and go through to the next round.
Yeah, because even though they are a first division side, they're in a brilliant run of form. They've only lost 2 times in their last 14 games. So coming up against a side like that with momentum, it doesn't really matter what division they're playing in, does it?
No, it's the cup. Anything can happen. I know it sounds so cliche, but anything can happen. It doesn't matter who you're playing against. You know, anything can happen on the day. Like, they're a good side, and, you know, we'll show them the respect they deserve. We won't take them lightly at all. You know, it's going to be a good game, so we have to, you know, give them the full respect they deserve.
So, Ethan, best of luck in the match. Thanks for talking.
Cheers. Thank you very much.